a lot of people tell me that they're afraid to bake, that baking just, they'll say, you know, I'm really a good cook, but I'm kind of a scaredy cat when it comes to baking, all of that precision. You know, I see it the other way around. I see that if you've got a good recipe, as you do for baking with precise measurements, it's really easier to do than when you're making a stew and you have to taste and decide if it needs more tomato sauce or it needs more salt. With baking, things are laid out for you. I love that. It's really comforting. Baking is magical. It's absolutely magical because when you look at the original ingredients, you have no idea what's going to be coming out of the oven. Butter, flour, sugar, eggs, they can be almost anything. The thing with baking is that you follow the directions, the oven does the magic, you get something great, but it's really creative. You know, there are other people who say, well, cooking is the creative craft or art because you can add something to it, you can change it, but you know what? You can do it with baking too. I'd suggest the first time you make a recipe, make it just the way it's written. Don't change a thing. Then when you've tasted it, there are things you can change and you can make the recipe yourself. Little tweaks. You don't want ginger? Put in cinnamon. You like it just a little bit less sweet? Take out some of the sugar. It's a big cake. You don't really need a big cake. Turn it into cupcakes. There's so much that you can do to take a recipe and make it your own. I call it playing around because it's really fun. And it's nice to be able to say, this recipe is mine.